Hello there, Shinji. Okay, let's have a look. More people are travelling domestically. There are clearly many benefits to it, but some argue that it also has some drawbacks, advantages, disadvantages. Okay, both domestic and international travel is increasingly becoming popular nowadays. Beautiful. While it has many upsides, good use of the conjunction, it is considered by some to have some downsides. Also. Okay, so put also here. Now, that sentence has no specific relation to air travel. I can put this into an essay about global warming, about crime, about education. So be careful. That's what I call an empty sentence. So we could easily just say, well, it has many upsides, such as such as helping the local economy. It is considered by some to have some downsides, comma. These include climate change. This essay will explain both the merits and demerits of travelling. Yeah, I'd have said the merits and demerits of travelling, but that's more of an improvement than a correction. Likewise with this, apart from that. So good start. On the one hand, there are many significant advantages caused by travelling. The main positive impact is flourishing local economy. No, I would keep it more simple. Yeah, I would keep it a little bit more basic. Especially with words that you might not be 100% confident with. Yeah, so the main positive impact is helping the local economy of the receiving country. Okay? Because people are traveling from New York to Nepal. Yeah. And does that help the local economy in New York or the local economy in Nepal? It's not clear. So that's why we have to be a little bit specific. Okay, so let's try and use the framework. This is because travelers who spend a lot of money while traveling. Okay, by travelers who spend a lot of money. Yes, so maybe even just link that together. The main positive impact is helping the local economy, comma, often by travelers who spend a lot of money while traveling. Tourists, and then we don't have to repeat traveling. Yeah, often by tourists who spend a lot of money while traveling. Full stop. Many local businesses, especially ones in the hospitality industry, because there's only one hospitality industry, are considerably supported and developed. Beautiful. In fact, there are multiple places which get the large percentage of whole income from tourism, for instance. Okay, who get the majority of their income from tourism, for instance, Dubai and Bali, capital B. Furthermore, brings joy and excitement to many people and makes their life more interesting. Good. Travel is now one of the most popular hobbies in almost all the countries. Okay, yeah, so I would just bring it back to the start and just say, therefore it is clear there are numerous advantages ranging from tourism, ranging from economic advantages and lifestyle benefits. Okay, and then we make it crystal clear to the examiner we're scoring full points. All right. On the other hand, check your spelling there. On the other hand, disadvantages of travelling also exist. Good. According to research, the airplanes which are mainly used for travelling cause serious damage to the environment. So check your use of damage. I guess that's just a typo. And the prepositions, damage to the environment, because they are simply too many nowadays. Okay, yeah, they consume a lot. Okay, we use a lot in the affirmative and then much in the negative. There isn't much on the table at the moment. Yeah, they consume a lot of fuels and discharge far more greenhouse gases than any other vehicles, which of course worsens climate change. Beautiful sentence there. Well done. Well done. So definitely keep with that structure. You've mastered it. Another point to consider is that infectious diseases can rapidly spread due to travelling. Super. For instance, it did not take a long time for COVID-19, which was the virus first found in China in 2020, to spread all over the world as people travel to different countries carrying it. Okay, check your spelling. In conclusion, while there are clear advantages of travelling, such as developing the local economy and the great pleasure, and the great lifestyle advantages, okay, like we mentioned before, the disadvantages, namely causing the environmental problems and the widespread infectious diseases, can also be found. Good. Alright. Arduous journey, good one. Alright, let's move on. So, the bar chart illustrates which genre of movie young men and women in the world prefer. Overall, while comedy movies are significantly popular for both men and women, males tend to like action movies and females love romantic ones much more than men. Good summary. In terms of action and romantic films, there are huge differences of preference between men and women. The male figure of action movie. Okay, so be careful. So, yeah, maybe I would have put number, because figure is like another word for like actor, yeah? Or the male figure, the typical male figure is square jaw, big shoulders, and strong arms, for example. You see? So that's, and then you're talking about the figure in action movies, and you think, okay, it's got to be muscly, James Bond, I don't know. So just be careful there. Okay? The male figure. Okay, the male. Let's just reorganize the sentence here. Okay? So the number, so 137. Let's see. Okay, yeah, action. Okay, so the preferences of action movies for males is 137. Yeah? Whereas the female one is 82. Likewise, the female figure for romantic films is 116, but the male one is less than 1/3 of that, 31. Excellent. Well done for using that fancy sentence. Remember, just to say than, because it's a comparison. As for other genres, or the other genres, because we're talking the specific ones we've got in the chart above. As for the other genres, there's no big gap between men and women. Okay, Shinji. Big, small, good, bad. Kind of basic words. We can use significant. There's no significant gap between men and women. The figure of comedy movies is over 130 for both sexes. Although these movies are slightly more popular for men. Good. Good observation as well. Similarly, males tend to like animation and horror films more than females, whereas both males and females, so 54 and 73, whereas both the male figures close and between. Okay, so I guess the 54 and the 73 is horror and, I don't know here, animation. 54 and 73. 73, horror, animation, 54. Okay, I don't see a female animation, 54. Male preference, horror, 73. Okay, so I don't really get that. If I were going to do that sentence, I'd say similarly, males tend to like animation and horror films more than females. Good. Whereas both males and females, I don't know. I really don't know here. So that's a shame, because we had a good start there and we looked as though it was setting it up. Okay, so we could say, so we've got a contrast here of males liking more something than females, whereas females tended to prefer drama and romantic films considerably more than their male counterparts, for example. Okay, yet drama, no capital D, whose figure is 63 in men and 86 in women, is preferred by females. Good. Okay, so grouping is a key skill. It's part of the criteria which the British Council publish. Now, if you'd have grouped romantic and drama together, that would have been good, because it's the only two subjects which women prefer more than men. Okay, and then we could have developed it a little bit further using this figure here, this sentence there. Okay, so great work. Well done using the fancy sentence as well. So good work. Just remember to keep an eye on your grouping skills. Okay, you did it well by grouping this and this together, because there's very little different, or there's a little, the difference between them is quite small, you know. So that's a group in itself. And then you can say, although the males had a slightly higher preference, you know. So good work there, Shinji. Keep moving forward. You're doing great, and get your essay in, and we can do another correction.